What's up, you guys? So I've been working on a home gym and it's a work in progress, but let me show you guys around. Alright, so the first thing I got for this gym was the weights. So this whole set of weights, including the barbell, cost me about $600, and everything was really rusted. So what I had to do to it was restore it, and how I did that was I soaked them in vinegar and then brushed them, sanded them down a little bit, and then spray painted them a metallic gray with some hammered spray paint. And then for the letters, because this is how they came, or this is how they come brand new, so I just got some white paint and then brushed it over the letters, and that's how we got that. And now for the weight tree, so all we did was we got a piece of plywood down here with a stud, and then we just nailed the stud into the plywood from the bottom, and then we just drilled some holes for the dowel right here, and then as you can see we just shot some nails through the dowel just to keep it nice and sturdy. Alright, so the next thing up is this hook right here, and pretty much this just stores like all our extra stuff. So we have a bunch of resistance bands right here. My grandma uses these, and then we use these for some face pulls, and anything you really need resistance bands for. And then we just have some jump ropes right here. So these are by Rogue. These are just the regular licorice jump ropes. And then we have a bare steel metal jump rope. And then this weighs 1 pound, so it's more of a workout. Alright, so the next thing we have here is just some bomber carry handles. And I made these out of PVC. There should be a video up on how to make these, but I have 2 of them. The only thing is one is on the floor because I have some nails, so I need to put some more nails for the other one. But yeah, we just hang them up on the wall, and next thing. Alright, so the next thing we did was we put up these mirrors, and I got this one off my dad's friend. He just gave it to us. I believe it's 3x5, and then we just hooked it up. We put it on the wall with some mirror hooks right here. So these just kind of screw into the wall, and then we just use some mirror glue to actually make the mirror stick onto the wall. And then as the glue was drying up, we use these hooks over here just to make sure it wouldn't fall forward. And those are the mirrors. Alright, and now the rings. So the cool thing about these is that they're very versatile. So you can pretty much work out your whole body with just a pair of rings. And at first, I wanted some wooden rings just for the looks pretty much. But when I got them, they actually ended up being really solid. So yeah, on to the next. Alright, so the next thing up is this barbell. And I got this barbell with the weight set. And this thing was really rusted as well. As you can see, it's still kind of rusted, but I just kept it like that. And so how I cleaned this up was pretty much I just got some vinegar, and with the wire brush I just brushed it over, and yeah, I mean, it's a 45-pound Olympic barbell, so it does the job. Alright, and now for the squat stand. So we made this all out of wood, and this works for now, but eventually I do want to upgrade to the Rogue R3. But basically how we did this is I got some inspiration online, and we took a little bit off of every rack that I liked, and we came up with this. So it just has some braces on the bottom, pretty much as a base, and then over here we pretty much just cut out some notches into the wood so that the barbell can actually go into it, and we did it about 2 inches apart so that pretty much everybody who comes here will be able to use this thing. And then up here we have a pull-up bar, and that was kind of like the main thing I wanted to. That was before I had the rings. Now I kind of just use the rings for pull-ups, but this one works if you want if you want a little more stable base. Alright, and then the next thing up is this Olympic weightlifting platform. So this works as a deadlift platform and as an Olympic weightlifting platform because it is 8x8. So what I used to make this was a piece of plywood that's 4x8, and then on the sides we put some horse stall mats because they're really dense and they serve as a layer of protection for the floor. So pretty much how I made this was I sanded down the wood, and then I put a coating of stain and then a coating of polyurethane. So the polyurethane pretty much keeps sweat and any dust, dirt that could damage the wood off of the wood, so that I can come and mop it and it'll be nice and clean. So that's the deadlifting platform. Alright, so next thing up is this hook right there. So what I put on this hook is just my weighted pull-up belt. And then I have some chains I use for squatting, benching, pretty much any exercise I want to add some variation to. And what these do is that for a lot of exercises, like let's say I'm squatting, when you come down into the squat, it's a lot harder, and when you come up, it's a lot easier. So as you come down, link by link, the weight starts going down, and then as you come up, every link starts adding more and more weight into your squat. So that's pretty much what these are for. Alright, so we have here is battle ropes, and these are pretty mainstream at this point, so you probably know what they are, but these are pretty much, we use them for cardio, and I can hook them up to the wall, wrap them around a beam, and then I can start doing L-sit row pull-ups. So this is pretty much all we use these for. Alright, so right here we have the bench, and I made this one to be IPF spec. So pretty much, if you go to a weightlifting, a powerlifting competition and everything, the benches they have there are pretty much going to be the same benches that we have here. So what I like about this one is that it has a front post, so that your feet don't really get in the way, or this doesn't really get in the way of your feet. And then we made it 12 inches wide and 17 inches high. Alright, so pretty much what we have here is just my I just use a shelf right here to put everything that we can't hang up, and just store it right here. So first thing we have here is this little calf contraption. So I pretty much just use this to add a little more stretch onto my calves when I do calf work. And it's pretty simple. It's just 3 pieces of wood nailed together, and we just put some grip tape right here so that your feet don't fall off. Next thing we have is my gym bag right here. So what we have in here is my weightlifting belt. So when you're doing deadlifts, when you're doing squats, you can put it on to add some more pressure. Next thing up, we have some chalk balls. So you can use these for when you're doing pull-ups, anything that involves your grip strength, just so that your hands don't slip off the bar or whatever you're using. Next thing up, we have this barbell pad. So I use this for when we do hip thrusts, just so it goes right here and it doesn't dig into your pelvis too much. And then next thing we have are some weightlifting straps. I never really use these just because I'd rather work on my grip strength, but we have these if we need them. And then last thing up is we have some boxing wrist wraps. I don't have gloves yet, but when we do get gloves, we'll be using these. And that's pretty much everything that's in my gym bag. Alright, so one more thing we have here is this little rope right here. This is for hip abduction. So you put this around your legs and you can just do some abduction work. And then down here, we have these extra horse style mats. And we use these for jump rope just so that when they hit the floor, they don't wear out over time. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so what we have here is just some parallettes. And pretty much these are just for push-ups. If you want to do some L-sits, yeah, anything you need parallettes for, they're right here. And I just made these out of PVC as well, and they work pretty well. Alright, so just to show you guys, so we have another mirror right here, right in front of the squat rack, just so you can see yourself when you're coming down on the squat. When you're doing exercises, you want to make sure that you're pretty much symmetrical, you're even on both sides. So that's what the mirror is for. And we pretty much glued it the same way as the other one with the hook. And then up here we have this little board over here. We have nothing on it yet, but I want to make it into like if someone comes, they can put their deadlifting PR, they can put whatever they did here, and we can just put it on the wall. So that's pretty much all that is. Alright guys, so thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video. Make sure to give this video a like and comment what you guys want to see next. If you guys like this type of video where I show you like workout stuff, gym stuff, let me know. And if you guys want to see something else, just let me know. I want to thank, I believe we're at 60 subscribers, so all 60 of you, I think it's 67. So all 67 of you, thank you so much. You guys are the first ones to be a part of this channel. So the first 100 will always be the first 100. Hopefully we'll make it to many more. Now, if you guys want to see another video, you can click over there. And if you want to subscribe, which you should click over there. Thank you guys for watching.